Hello everyone. We've finished reading an explanation of the chapter Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Today we are going to move ahead with the question answers. So in this session we are going to see the summary of the chapter, the question answers and working with language portion in your textbook. So without much ado, let's start right away. First, let's read the summary of this chapter. This chapter, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory, is a story by Satyajit Ray. It has an element of suspense that is introduced at the end. Bipin Chaudhary is very cleverly tricked by Chunnilal for not receiving the much needed help from him. Chunnilal had requested Bipin Chaudhary to get him a job. However, Bipin could not help him much because of his preoccupation. On being hurt by his friends' indifference, Chunnilal made a plan to teach Bipin a lesson by creating such a situation for Bipin that he began feeling he was suffering from amnesia, which means loss of memory. Now let's move ahead to the question answer section, that is working with text. This is working with text. It has 4 questions. I'll discuss each question with you and the key points of the answers will be flashed on the screen in front of you. Let's start with the first question. The author describes Bipin Babu as a serious and hard-working man. What evidence can you find in the story to support this? Well, the author describes Bipin Babu as a serious and hard-working man because he worked daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He had been with the firm for 25 years and he had a reputation of being a tireless and conscientious worker. Question number 2. Why did Bipin Babu change his mind about meeting Chunnilal? What was the result of his meeting? Bipin Babu changed his mind about meeting Chunnilal because he thought that Chunnilal might remember something about the Ranchi trip. When Chunnilal confirmed that Bipin Babu had gone to Ranchi, then he decided to see a specialist doctor. Question number 3. Bipin Babu lost consciousness at Hudru Falls. What do you think was the reason for this? Answer could be that Bipin Babu was too stressed mentally because he was all the time thinking about whether the Ranchi trip was real or not, and which is why he must have fell unconscious at Hudru Falls. Question number 4. How do you think Bipin Babu reacted when he found out that Chunnilal had tricked him? Bipin Babu must have felt sorry for his unfeeling behavior and he must have realized that it wasn't Ranchi trip but it was the meaning of friendship which he had actually forgotten. Working with language. Question number 1. Look at these 2 sentences. He had to buy at least 5 books to last him through the week. Bipin had to ask Chunnilal to leave. Now had to is used to show that it is very important or necessary for Bipin Babu to do something. He had no choice. We can also use have to or has to in the same way. Fill in the blanks below using had to, have to or has to. The first sentence is, I have to cut my hair every month. We had to go for swimming lessons last year. Now here we are putting had to because the phrase last year tells us that it is in past. She has to tell the principal the truth. They have to take the baby to the doctor. We have to complain to the police about the noise. Romit had to finish his homework before he could come out to play. Now, since could is in past, so we are going to use here had to. I had to repair my cycle yesterday. Now, the word yesterday tells us that it is in past tense, so we are going to use here had to. Question number 2. Here are a few idioms that you will find in the story. Look for them in the dictionary in the following way. Now, you've been given a few idioms here. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, these are the idioms. Now, for these idioms, you have to first arrange them in the order in which you would find them in the dictionary. For example, if you have to search for the meaning of at or from close quarters, then here the adjective is close, and in the dictionary you will have to start searching from the word close. When you are searching for the meanings, you have to ignore the articles and prepositions in the idiom which come at the beginning. So first you have to pick out the noun or verb or an adjective or adverb and then look for that meaning. Look at the second idiom, break into a smile. Now break is a verb, and so you have to look under break into something. The third one says carry on. Now carry is a verb, so you have to look under the meanings of carry. Have a clean record. You may find related meanings under both these words. You may find it under clean or you may find it under record. Beat about the bush. Now beat is a verb. So when you are searching in the dictionary, first look for these verbs, adverbs, adjectives or nouns which will help you to find out the meaning faster. Question number 3. Study the sentences in the columns below. Now you've been given two columns A and B, and there's a difference in the tenses used here in column A and in B. In column A, the tenses used are simple past, whereas in column B, it is present perfect. Let's start reading. I saw this movie yesterday. In column B, it says, I have seen this movie already. Bipin Babu worked here for a week last year. The same has been written in a different tense in column B, and it says, Bipin Babu has worked here since 2003. Chunilal wrote to a publisher last week. The same sentence is converted in a different tense, that is in present perfect, and it becomes Chunilal has written to a publisher. I visited Ranchi once, long ago. This is changed into present tense and it becomes I have visited Ranchi once before. Compare the sentences in the two columns, especially the verb forms. Answer the following questions about each pair of sentences. Now when we look at the verb forms, we know that column A and column B, the forms are totally different. In column A, since simple past is used, we are using V2 form of the verb. Whereas in column B, since present perfect is used, the verb form here is V3 or past participle. Let's look at each question and try to answer them. Which column tells us that Bipin Babu is still working at the same place? Column B is the answer. Second, which column suggests that Chunilal is now waiting for a reply from the publisher? Column A. Sentence 3. Which column suggests that the person still remembers the movie he saw? Column B. Which column suggests that the experience of visiting Ranchi is still fresh in the speaker's mind? Column B is the answer. Question number 4. Given below are jumbled sentences. Working in groups, rearrange the words in each sentence to form correct sentences. You'll find that each sentence contains an idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expression means an idiom that you have come across in the lesson. Underline the idiom and write down its meaning. then use your dictionary to check the meaning. One sentence has been worked out for you as an example. You can see the jumbled sentence wherein they have given the words vanished, the car, seemed to, into thin, have air. Now these words have to be put together properly to make a complete meaningful sentence. And that will go something like this. The car seemed to have vanished into thin air. Now what is the idiom used here? The idiom is vanished into thin air, which means disappeared or vanished in a mysterious way. Now we have about 5 parts under this question, wherein in each part we have been given a set of words which we have to put together in a proper sentence and find out the idiom, also write its meaning. Let's start with the first one. If you put all these words together, the correct sentence will be, stop beating about the bush and tell me what you want. The idiom used here is beating about the bush, which means avoiding the main topic. The second one is, if you don't pay attention to the announcement, you might board the wrong train. The idiom used here is to pay attention, which means listen carefully. The third one is, the villagers tried to pin the crime on the young woman. The idiom used here is to pin the crime, which means to blame. Fourth, Bipin Babu loved telling people that he was under doctor's orders to eat early. Now idiom used here is doctor's order, which means to do as ordered, as if being told by a doctor. The last one is, the teacher raised his eyebrows when the students said that they had revised all their lessons. The idiom used here is to raise eyebrows, which means express doubt or surprise. That's all in this session today. I hope you enjoyed the story. And don't forget the moral of the story, which says that you must help whoever, whenever, and with whatever you can. Because a friend in need is always a friend indeed. That's all. Take good care of yourself. I'll come again with a new topic. Till then, stay safe and be happy. Thank you.